Probably a character a character trait.
But, but okay, most overrated. Um, this is gonna sound like I'm just gonna answer it straight out, and it's kind of like what we were saying before. Um, when we when well, a conversation that we had before, when we like with people, we say, "Oh, she's so happy," or "He's so happy." I think that that is an overrated virtue if we looking at it from the standpoint of character trait, because it is not always as it seems. I think that it can be for people, and what I see, and when I mean as you get older, you see people, and you get to a point where you have enough experience when you know when people are putting on, when the happy is fake, and all of that kind of stuff. Is that I don't know, smiling for the camera, and so it's one of those type of things where I just don't. When I have to spend time with people, I don't just automatically like I used to. Like when you're younger, and you hang around with people, and oh, she just happy all the time, or he just da 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 all the time. You find out that people actually can fake stuff, you know. So I'm thinking that happiness, for real, on a personal standpoint with people, it takes me longer than just saying that that is a virtue. And when we look at it from a character standpoint, a character trait standpoint, but when you say a virtue, like that's something that's ingrained or something like that, like people say patience is a virtue, like, when you look at it from that standpoint, it's not a given.
Hmm.
So I think it applies on both sides. If you just say, I'll leave it at that, but I think that it's overrated because I don't think that it's always what it appears to be.
On what occasion do you lie?
I actually personally try not to lie. There are occasions that I have said things honestly to prevent, because you know that somebody needs to hear something. It's not to make them happy, but sometimes it's almost like when your kid comes in there and brings you a piece of artwork and you don't know what the heck it is. I
Hmm.
like that stuff we would bring when we was little, and you'd be like putting it up on the refrigerator. And, oh, this is so cute. Oh, this is the best little giraffe I ever seen, or whatever. And it don't even look nothing like what we done told you it was, or whatever. In it's instances like that where it's not going to hurt the person or hurt me. It's not something I'm going to have to backtrack about or hope and pray that nobody comes behind me and refutes what I've said, but that is going to actually be such a base thing that it's going to help that the person is going to walk away, I guess, with feeling better or getting the response that they needed. But it has to be a base situation. It can't be anything big. It can't be anything major, you know. So it would be it. I mean, I'll just leave it at that. It can't be big. It can't be major. But just using the analogy that I gave about the the artwork.
What do you most dislike about your appearance?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Now, right this minute about my appearance, my teeth. I love my gap. I have no problem with my gap. But I would like to get my teeth. My plan is to get my teeth straightened out. It ain't the only thing, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Which living person do you not, no, do you most despise?
Why you bow your head, mama? Because you already know. Do the telepathy. Look in my eyes. Deep in my eyes.
Which living
I'm
person,
taping this, so I'm going to be quiet. You already know the answer to that. Next question.
what is the quality you most like in a man?
The most important quality in a man in 2019 to me is a manly man. And by manly man, I will say, number one, they understand who they are as it relates to God. Number two, I believe you're a manly man when you understand how to be resourceful. Number two, that you know that you are a dude and you're not afraid to be a dude, meaning that when chivalry is called for, we opening doors, we doing all the things that are expected of men. So all of this stuff to me falls up underneath man being a manly man. So those three things are important to me. Relationship with God, understanding that you are a man, and the things that men are supposed to do by what we have standards out in these streets, but also what, from a biblical standpoint, what God says that men are supposed to be. Those, when you hit that stuff on the head, yeah, I'm done.